Welcome to Sports Talk here on WYLN, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. And as always, it's brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton. I'm your host, Marty Burns. I'll be joined once again by Hazleton area head football coach Dennis Bookman. On this season premiere episode, we talk about a victorious week number 1 over the Patriots of Pittston area, a very special guest from the Cougar football program, and a look ahead to week number 2 in Wallen Paw Pack. That's all this week on Sports Talk.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
It can happen over time or in a snap. If joint or muscle pain has taken you out of the game, we can identify the root cause of your problem and develop a sport-specific treatment plan to get you moving again. Over 400 medical experts strong, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Penn State Hazleton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Buick GMC. If you're in the market for a car, we've got 37 units coming in this month. Come on in and get your name on one like this lady just did. They're coming in and going out faster than
Speeding bullet.
Bing, 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 ricochet rabbit. Come on down and pick your new car today. So whether you're looking for a new Sierra,
Yukons.
we've got the inventory you're looking for with over 35 coming in. And don't forget, you always wanted to say this.
We're taking deals the other guys won't.
Proud sponsor of Penn State Athletics.
Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Welcome back to Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football here on WYLN, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton. Joined once again for another season by Hazleton area head football coach Dennis Bookman. And Coach, you've agreed to come aboard one more time, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely.
How about that opener? I had sent you a message over the weekend. I thought good teams wear their opponents down second half, and our second half teams, you know, maybe not the start you would have liked, up 7 at the half, but then your team took over in the second half.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about before this week, even, you know, after our scrimmage last week, how you make a significant improvement from your first scrimmage to your first game, but you still have those week 1 issues in terms of you don't know exactly what you have with only that one scrimmage necessarily until you get out there and finally you're live, so to speak. You know, the first half I thought we did a lot of things really well. It's a really good Pittston team we played, so certainly Coach Barberi had them prepared, but eventually, as you mentioned, and we had that exact conversation at the half, that the second half we needed to take over, assert ourselves, and, you know, be able to play to the capabilities that we knew we were able to accomplish.
And during the offseason, when you walk around, you hear a lot of people say, oh my gosh, this schedule, 4 out of 5 to start on the road. And I had said to you before we came on the air, and I thought, of any team, I thought this particular group, of all the experience you had, I don't think that's a big deal for your team, 4 out of the first 5 on the road.
You know, we tried not to look too much into it. Certainly, you see the schedule, you see 4 of the first 5. If you count our scrimmage, it's 5 of our first 6 contests together, you know, on the road. But certainly, we have to play 5 road games and we get 5 at home. So in the aspect that 4 of the first 5 are on the road, we looked at it as a challenge together and something, last year we were fortunate enough to be able to travel well. And we look at that, as I said, in terms of, we're all we have on the road. And as I tell our kids all the time, we're all we need. We kind of look at it as certainly something that we can relish, being on the road in kind of a hostile environment, so to speak. Pittston had a great crowd on Friday night. So, the kids and I, we really enjoy, being able to play on the road and travel, and that kind of tests us a little bit more. So certainly we're on the road a lot in the first half, but the nice part is we're home quite a bit at the den of Harmon Geist in the back half of the season.
Right, and real quick before we get to the highlights from Friday night, 4 of those last 5 starting week 6 against Dallas at home, and I don't think you have to tell this group too many times the importance of being home come playoff time, so they know once you start that back stretch, that's money time.
100%. Our schedule 1 through 10 once again is a really good schedule, and you look each week that presents so many challenges, and certainly this front half where we're on the road against so many quality opponents, and then that back half where we're home against some really good opponents as well.
Well, let's get to the highlights. We got quite a few to go through. You put 47 on the board. You're going to get quite a few highlights. We start, though, defensively in Samporo.
This is the second play of the game here. Samporo, he was impossible to block early on. Tons of energy there for Sam. He's made so many improvements in the offseason.
And I think we're going to talk about this a lot this year. Matthew Casadas with an interception.
Our secondary, what a job they did. Matthew Casadas here. Third play of the game, getting the ball back in plus territory for our offense to operate.
And then we go to the offense, as you mentioned, Ryan Matthews here in the passing game.
We knew they were going to be keying on Matthew Bookman, the first play of the game here, so we ran a tag off our zone action. Ryan Matthews, great job in the open field. Tyler Wolfe delivers a catchable ball so he can run afterwards.
And I believe in one of the previews he talked about he likes catching the ball as much as running. Matthew Bookman.
Here we go against Tyler Wolfe. Great job stepping up in the pocket. Matthew Bookman, you know what he's going to give you after the ball is in his hands. Great job. And how about the finish on the run there as well?
And here we see him in the running game.
This run is special, but how about the downfield blocking here? Not only by the linemen, but our skill guys on the edge. Connor Kundrat, Matthew Casadas, Connor Shimani, John Valdez, Sam Poro, the list goes on and on.
And this will go down as the first score of 2022 by Matthew Bookman.
We run power to the strong side here. And how about the effort by our team to be able to continue the play until the whistle was blown for the first touchdown of the season for us.
And here on special teams, a young man you can never forget, Ryan Matthews, causes the fumble and recovers.
What a special player. After we score, we immediately create a turnover on special teams here, and look at the excitement afterwards as well. What a play by Ryan Matthews.
We talked about the running game. Why don't we give it to number 4?
Matthew Casadas here. Once again, we talk about the blocking on the edge, our lineman downfield. Matthew Casadas, such a special player with and without the ball in his hands this year. A great job here. Once again, we pick up 12 yards on first down.
Now, you can tell me if this is official or not. They had Connor Shimani at 99 yards. Here's one of his catches.
This is officially Connor Shimani. We have him at 4 catches, 100 yards. So we wanted to make sure he got to the century mark here. And what a game he had. Another great throw by Tyler Wolfe.
And then when they focus on everybody, why don't you just have the quarterback run?
Tyler Wolfe here, he added that element in the offseason where he's able to use his legs. Great job up front as well by our offense.
Now we get to see that Tyler Wolfe arm and slinging it out to Connor Shimani. Oh, this is Matthew Bookman first. I apologize.
Absolutely. Matthew Bookman once again able to work downfield after the ball is in his hands. Successfully picks up another first down.
And now the touchdown that we're going to look at twice, Connor Shimani.
What a great route by Connor Shimani to be able to stack the corner after the double move. Tremendous throw by Tyler Wolfe to be able to allow Connor Shimani to work after the stack here. And how about the protection up front? Just a special offensive play, being able to answer a score by Pittston once again. We talk about overcoming adverse situations, and we did that Friday night.
And then your special teams, you got to look upon them as that key third unit. And how about Connor Kundrat here with the tackle?
What a tackle by Connor Kundrat in the open field. The only time we had to punt on the night officially when our starters were in the football game.
And he can catch the ball and play the pass defensively, Connor Shamani.
A great job of being able to work through the hands, in phase, uses his long arm. The list goes on and on. A tremendous defensive play there by number 6.
And we're going to look at this play by number 6 twice as well.
So we stole a possession here, so to speak. After a score by Pittston, we answer immediately with a little under 2 minutes left in the half. Tremendous play action by Tyler Wolfe and Matthew Bookman. Great protection. And once again, Connor Shamani high pointing the football, being physical, rolling his opposite shoulder from the defender afterwards, and then picking up yardage after the catch. Like I said, a special throw and a special catch.
Second touchdown on the run of the night for Matthew Bookman.
Here it is. We talked about answering their scores and being able to steal that possession before half. We do that, which sets us up with the ball coming out of the half now as well.
We saw him defensively. We saw him running the ball. Now here in the passing game, Matthew Casadas.
We have an RPO here, a great read by Tyler Wolfe, being able to get his eyes to that secondary read, and a great catch by Matthew Casadas.
And here we get Matthew Bookman in the passing game.
A little impromptu throwback here. Tyler Wolfe does a great job of throwing the ball over that outside linebacker. Matthew Bookman continuing to work downfield. Really special with the ball in his hands.
Newcomer to Sports Talk Highlights, Xander Coleman with a touchdown.
Xander Coleman, first catch for the Hazleton area football program and a touchdown here. Great placement of the ball by Tyler Wolfe, and Xander is able to roll his back shoulder and score and be able to put us up for good here.
And we'll look at it again for a second time.
As I said, what a throw by Tyler Wolfe, being able to throw the ball away from the defender. And Xander, he's a problem in space once he gets the ball in his hands.
Minor and Valdez combined defensively.
We were all over the field defensively in this football game. Really special. Kayvon Minor, we're so excited to have him back. Does so much from his inside linebacker position.
And if you don't want to attack Connor Shamani's side, let's try Matthew Casadas.
This is a fourth down play here, being able to stop the comeback, which gives us the football back, and now allows our offense to work once again.
And another nice catch by Ryan Matthews.
Our guys all over the field here, taking turns to make plays, and everybody's excited for one another.
Talk about sharing the plays. Connor Kundrat, a touchdown run.
What a finish here by Connor Kundrat. Great job up front. They answered the call all night long. Connor Kundrat adds another dimension in the run game for us.
Coach loves these plays. Matthews and Company is what it's listed as.
Absolutely. You see a lot of white jerseys around the football here. Later in this football game, 115 yards we gave up total of offense from Pittston.
And this one is Casadas and Company.
Excellent job here by Matthew Casadas being secondary force. Look how many white hats, white jerseys we have to the football once again. Really remarkable the way we were flying around on Friday night.
And here we're going to get a look at Kayvon Minor.
Q once again, pressing the edge, giving a one-way go, and being able to finish. This was the second straight fourth down they went for, and we were able to stop them both times, which once again gave our offense the ball in plus territory.
And let's bring somebody else into the action, Kevin Guzman.
Kevin Guzman, what an incredible story he is, and certainly adds another element to the run game that we have.
Back to Matthew Casadas in the pass game.
Big fourth down here. Great job by Tyler Wolfe being able to diagnose where the safety is located. Matthew Casadas crossing the face of that outside linebacker.
Play we'll get to look at twice. Second touchdown run of the night for Connor Kundrat.
The run is really good. The blocking downfield is remarkable, and the excitement after the score is something that you look at here, and you see the energy behind the run. You know the emotion Connor Kundrat's playing with, and the rest of his teammates. It makes it really fun for each Friday night that we're together.
And we get a combo tackle here by Poro and Boris.
I'm telling you, Sam Poro all night long, he was a problem. He gave Pittston fits, and he really has elevated his game this year.
And I'm sure Coach Barletta is going to take some credit for this. Casadas with the turnover and turns it into a fast break offense.
Absolutely. We talk about all the time being able to score on defense and being able to create turnovers. And then you see the Hazleton area Cougars here downfield, Kayvon Minor, John Valdez, you see Alex Pangrazzi. The catch, the run is remarkable. And then you see the teammates and the selflessness after.
Finish up with what else, Team D?
Absolutely. Once again, a lot of white jerseys around the football. I felt we were really physical on Friday night, and I use the word to describe this team so many times as special, but that's truly what they are. When you look at throughout the entire framework of the game, nobody's concerned who's touching the football. You see plenty of guys being able to stock block downfield when our backs have the ball. You see our receivers running combo routes to be able to get others open. You see defensively after a big play, guys swarming, picking each other up and celebrating together. Like I said, it's a really, really fun group to be around. They understand that, it takes a lot of preparation each week to be able to play the teams that we do, and they embrace the challenges from week to week. And like I said, I love this group tremendously, and we took another step on Friday night.
Before we get to our special guest, real quickly, everybody always talks so much about Matthew Bookman, Matthew Casadas, Connor Shamani, Tyler Wolfe, rightfully so, but we saw a lot of Ryan Matthews, Connor Kundrat. You end up getting Xander Coleman in the middle of the field because so much attention is on everybody else. But then you go to the defense, you only gave up one defensive touchdown Friday night.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think the defense is going a lot unsung. Now, a lot of the same cast of characters is there, but the defense playing real well compared to what the offense is doing as well.
Absolutely. I mean, defense has to travel, and especially on the road. We won a Wyoming Valley Conference Championship last year in the rain because of our defense, traveling to Williamsport and being able to, play really well. So we're excited, as you said. We gave up 9 points truly defensively, 15 total on Friday night. We're going to continue to improve. Our guys love to play defense, too. It's not just a bunch of guys who want the ball in their hands and want to play offense. They love when we put our defense on the field to start a game like we did Friday night. They embrace that challenge, and they're excited to be able to get on the defensive side.
They almost remind me of, I want to get the ball back because let's do something offensively.
Absolutely. There's a little bit of intrinsic and extrinsic motivation there for them, 100%.
So on the season premiere, we're going to have a very special guest from the Cougar football program. I'm holding the Standard Speaker 2022 football preview. Why? Because our guest is the cover boy, Tyler Wolfe. We'll talk to him next.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
Memberships are available at the Valley Country Club in Sugarloaf. The new upgrades will leave you with a distinctive and unique experience unlike any other venue in Northeast PA. Call Frank Gradis 570-233-5328. Email vccpro@thevalleycountryclub.com.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here.
Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department, only to find the pink guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Two Italian Guys Pizzeria, 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
It can happen over time or in a snap. If joint or muscle pain has taken you out of the game, we can identify the root cause of your problem and develop a sport-specific treatment plan to get you moving again. Over 400 medical experts strong, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman on WILN TV 35. Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 4, Sundays at 9.
Welcome back to Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton. The first guest on the season premiere of the 2022 Hazleton area football Cougars, none other than senior quarterback Tyler Wolfe. And Tyler, thanks a lot for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you've been a part of this program now for a long time. When you first joined the varsity program to where you were Friday night as a senior starting quarterback, did you ever envision that moment would come for you?
I did. Honestly, I did. As a little kid, I always dreamed of being that star quarterback for Hazleton area. And I knew one day, with all the guys we have, that it's going to happen. It was just happy. I was just very happy that it happened Friday night.
Now, we talk so much about the work you put in the off season, but not to say that you guys took a step back, but is it just secondhand nature now with some of these skill guys that you have with you that, you know, you guys all know where everybody's going to be?
Yeah, I would say so. It's just all the work we put in the off season, and over the years, we kind of know each other now. We know what each other's going to do with the ball in their hands, so it makes it a little more easier for me.
And I know we talked about it last year. How great is it with the two on the outside that not only do you know they'll run precise routes, but at the very least you know you can throw that ball up there and they'll go get it, and I'm talking about Connor Shimani and Matthew Casadas.
Yeah, definitely let the ball go up and throw the ball to them and let them do what they're known to do, and that's go up over top of guys and make some spectacular catches.
Now, we saw it in the highlights. You got the two on the outside. You got Ryan Matthews. You got Matthew Bookman. Now you add Xander Coleman. Where does it fit in that you get to run the football?
Yeah. Couple of design runs. It's just a lot of the run-pass option stuff that's tagged in our offense. Just reading that outside backer or linebacker and just make them wrong.
And Coach had mentioned before we came on the air that they checked the film. They have you finishing at 17 of 22. There are a lot of guys on the pro level that would love to have 17 of 22 after a week, but just talk about how not only is it your confidence in your play, but the confidence you have in all these skill athletes you have.
Yeah, definitely. Just get the ball out to the guys and let them make the plays. It's very our preparation throughout the week has definitely prepared me for last Friday, and it made Friday a little more easier. Obviously, it's week one; you'll have those little jitters, but definitely made everything very smooth, very easy for me. Very easy reads, and just get the ball out to our guys.
And I believe it was the touchdown pass to Connor Shimani. It was a stop. He spun, and then it was a go.
Mm-hmm.
But for that play to happen, your big guys up front that don't get a lot of the credit. Talk about your offensive line.
Yeah, they're my guys. I'm with them all the time. Spend a lot of time with each other. Just understanding the play call, the protection, and it's a very easy protection for them, and just makes me and our guys look pretty.
Well, you know what? Being a cover boy, that's obviously pretty, so we don't have to worry about that. But let's talk about it as a senior. 2022, so many high expectations for this team. But what you can say in the locker room as one of those senior leaders, especially once you get to that second half of the season, how important it is to win those home games, especially to get yourself at home come November when it comes playoff time.
It's just that overall the confidence in our team and just building with each other, just understanding what everyone has to do throughout the week of preparation, and obviously get us ready for that week, and obviously wins will help us leading down to the end of the year into our playoffs.
Well, here's hoping for another win on a tough road test against Wallenpaupack coming up this week, and then you guys will be home the following week. Tyler, thanks a lot for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you on board, and best of luck this senior season.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for having me.
We're going to talk about Wallenpaupack as Sports Talk concludes right after this.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
It can happen over time or in a snap. If joint or muscle pain has taken you out of the game, we can identify the root cause of your problem and develop a sport-specific treatment plan to get you moving again. Over 400 medical experts strong, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome back to the final 2 minutes of the season premiere of Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football. Still have Tyler Wolfe with us, and Coach Bookman has returned. Coach, another tough trip, one of your longer ones of the year, going to Wallenpaupack. They were victorious week one in a low-scoring game against Honesdale. What do you got on Wallenpaupack?
A tremendous football team. Coach Watson, his staff, they do a remarkable job. The size they have immediately jumps out at you on film. 6'2", 345, 6'2", 260, 6'1", 365. So certainly the size they have up front, the skill that they have to complement those guys up front is truly something that is of concern. But we know once again this week we have to take care of ourselves, be able to allow our defense to travel. We have a senior-oriented group or an older group of varsity experience. In order to get to where we want to, you have to be able to travel and play football games. So we're excited once again for the challenge.
And I can hear Coach DeMelfi right now saying, he said it for years, the biggest difference is week one to week two. What do you see from your team?
Certainly. We talked about from the scrimmage to week one, and now we just talked about that today before we watched film, the transformation of our team and our program here from week one to week two. So we're excited to continue to make our weaknesses our strengths, clean some things up that we certainly need to from last week, and go out once again, play a football game on Friday night, and continue to change our best.
Well, Coach, best of luck. Hoping for 2-0 before your home opener.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Go Cougars.
Go Cougars.
I'll tell you, they're in mid-season form, fans. Tune in next week. We'll go over the Wallenpaupack game. We'll have another guest from the Cougar football program, and we look ahead to that home opener against North Pocono. You've been watching Sports Talk here on WYLN, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton. For Tyler Wolfe, for Coach Bookman, I'm Marty Burns saying so long, and we'll see you next week.